Hey guys, welcome back. So, over the last 8 or 9 months, I have slowly progressed my fitness hobby into a career, and it's been a really long, slow, stressful, grindy journey, and I just wanted to share my experience of how I did it, and if you want to get into fitness as your career and get out of other sort of careers, which I did, you know, I'm here to help. So, back in May, I left my job in retail. I hated it. It made me miserable. The pay's crap. You have to work weekends all the time. You're treated like crap by a lot of people above you, and you get treated by shit by customers as well. I was miserable, and I made the change to online coaching. And there's more recently, I've become a personal trainer as well to add to that. I'm going to talk about personal training in a different video, how you can become a personal trainer and how hard it actually is to get started and make money from it, because it's really not as easy as people make out. So in May, when I started my bodybuilding coaching, I got a few clients instantly. Now, you can't expect that to happen unless you have one thing: a reputation, okay? People need to know who you are, either that by Instagram, by a Facebook page, by a YouTube channel, which I did, and my Instagram. People need to know who you are, to know what you do, before you can even consider selling anything. Because, let's put it this way, are you gonna buy a training plan off Arnold Schwarzenegger or some fat guy you don't know? You're gonna always pick the person with the best reputation, right? Continuing on from that, you need to look the part. You need to look professional, which is why I've tried to start getting better quality pictures and all that sort of thing, and structuring my videos and my posts more organized. If you've got crappy, blurry pictures of your clients or yourself, or you're a PT in the gym and you're just wearing dirty clothes, or you're not in shape, you know, how can you sell fitness to somebody if you don't look fit and healthy? That's got to be your base. Before you can even really consider trying to monetize this, you need to be in great shape, and you need to have a reputation. Now, this can be anything, and you want to kind of specialize in one area. So I obviously specialize in bodybuilding and like body transformation for people who want to gain muscle and lose weight. It's pretty common. It's what everyone wants, really, and so I've got quite a wide market. But in that, you want to specialize as well. So mine really is like recompositioning. So gaining muscle, losing fat at the same time. Not many people claim to do that. Everyone seems to have like a bulk or cut. I wanted to be different, and that's what you need to be to actually sell anything as well. You need to be different. You need to have a different idea. Now, because what you're doing at the end of the day is you're selling a product, right? And you want to have the best product. Your product is yourself, for one, with online coaching. And why are people going to choose your product over all these other products that other coaches are selling? And that you have to be different, and you have to have a reputation. So because I had my YouTube base, I was able to snap up a couple of clients at the beginning, which really helped me out. And I was able to make them get good transformations, which again, is going to improve your reputation. If you have no transformation pictures of your clients or even yourself, how are people going to know that you can do any of the things you claim to do? People want proof, people want evidence. There's so much scam shit out there nowadays. People are very reluctant to let go of their money. I know I am, and you've got to think about yourself as well. How much are you willing to pay for something yourself, and what would you expect to get? So just for an example, I charge £100 a month as my base coaching package. What would you expect to get out of that a month? And that's kind of where you need your head at first when you're creating your product. Because a lot of people go into it and it's kind of, they don't know what the fuck to do to begin with, how to get clients, all of that kind of thing. So just put yourself out there as the first thing, get that reputation down. And if that means you coach people for free to begin with, your friends, your family, people you just chat to online, and help them make progress for free, that is going to help your reputation, and in the end it's going to help you make, you know, money. You can't go into this and start making income straight away. It's a lot of my friends have done like online coaching now on bodybuilding, PT and stuff like that, and it's a grind to get started. It really is a grind, and at a certain point you do take off, but you really have to put in that groundwork first in yourself and your body, and again, like building up that reputation. So one way I get clients is obviously you can post advertisements, and if you don't advertise yourself, how are people going to know what you do? So you have to do that, but don't spam people's feeds with it, because that's actually going to discourage people from joining up to you. You want to be there, you want to offer help, and occasionally offer your services to people when you think they might need it or want it. I learned this sales tactic quite well from Holland & Barrett. They always try and make you upsell stuff and force stuff down people's throats. And I found that actually drove customers away. What you want to do is you want to chat to people, be nice to them, be helpful to them. Don't charge them anything, right? Someone comes up to you and wants some advice on losing weight and how to gain a bit of muscle. Don't be like, you need to pay me for that. Give them some advice, give them some tips, lead them on, give them a bit of your knowledge and show them what you can actually do. Actually try and be their friend, actually be nice to them, learn a bit about them. Because at the end of the day, you're selling yourself as a person. If you're a twat, nobody is going to want to be your be coached by you, right? And I think that's what I've done well to start off with, because I actually really enjoy chatting to people, helping them make progress. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to succeed. You have to really like what you're doing to progress in this. So if you're not sure about whether to do this, or whether you don't like working with people, just don't even think about doing this as a career, because it's all circled around people. So getting back to it, some people may message me on Instagram a lot, asking for tips and advice, asking what I do, I ask what they do, help, give them some advice, give them some help with basic things. Some people might ask me about certain products and certain foods, and are they good, are they bad? I just tell them, I give them lots of information out for free, because that builds my reputation, and it also builds trust with people. And that's another thing you really need, is their trust that you're gonna actually be good for them. And eventually you can be like, they might say, oh, I really wanna lose a certain amount of weight and this, that, and the other, and I'm gonna do this thing to start. And you can say, okay, you're doing this plan, I would actually do this differently. I offer really good coaching service. I can guarantee you get results from me, and I'm going to show you so much more than I've already just taught you to help you get those results. Then people are like, actually, this guy could help me, he could be of use. He's not just trying to rip me off and sell some slapdash plan. He's actually spent some effort and some time talking to me beforehand, getting to know me. That's what you have to do. You have to put in groundwork with every single customer you want to get. If you don't put in that groundwork, nobody is going to bother coming to you, okay? So that's initially how you get clients. Sometimes people will come up to you on the Instagram or YouTube or in person and just instantly slap down money and want to be coached straight away. They don't care. But a majority of people have to be enticed into it. And a lot of people don't even necessarily know they want it, but when you tell them how much better results they can get just by expending a little bit more money, and for example, so say, I like to phrase it like this: how much do you spend on protein powder a month? And they're like, 50, 70, 80 pounds. How much money do you spend on other products? God knows how much. I'm like, right, you're wasting so much money on these products that literally don't do anything. Why not invest in me in a coach? And I can guarantee you're gonna make way better progress than taking all these stupid supplements. And from that, I'm trying to actually save them money and help them out. And that's a really good way to get them on board. So that's getting clients. Actually maintaining clients, whole different ball game, okay? And this is where it gets tricky, and you have to really use your brain. So firstly, you've got to be organized. So I have a notepad or a diary. I keep track of everything in here, make sure everything's really organized. I've got a calendar on my phone, and as of recently as a PT, I've got myself a Microsoft Surface to organize everything more effectively. Again, this makes you look professional if you're actually doing work all the time in a gym format, if you're a PT. But organization is key, because you need to make sure that every day you have is structured and you're doing something productive. Otherwise, it's very easy to fall off and sort of lose your way and then lose contact with clients. So I make sure that I am organized and I consistently message all of my clients, checking up on how they're doing properly. I know that sounds simple, basic, asking how they're doing, checking in on them, but a lot of people who do coaching and that can't be asked with that. They just want to take the money, send them a plan and leave them to it. If you want to retain these people month in, month out, you've got to really get to know them, have conversations with them, have phone calls with them, really help them out on a personal level. So a lot of these people, I haven't just helped with the bodybuilding training and getting fit. I've helped with personal issues and ways to get around things, and just sort of stuff I've learned from life that can help other people. That is what's made some of my clients stick with me, and who are probably going to now stick with me for possibly years and years, because I've actually been so much help to them, and I'm now a friend. And some of these guys I'm actually going to be going to see. Some of them have offered me to go on holiday with them. So it's really great. It's nice to make friends this way as well. And if you go in it with the thought of, these aren't people I'm selling to, I want to make friends with these people, you're going to get a lot more retention of customers. Some people will just drop out because they simply can't afford it anymore. That's the most common reason people have dropped out for me. I think the only other reason someone's dropped out was they just disappeared off the face of the earth, never contacted me again. and that was it. Everyone else wasn't displeased with my service, they just couldn't afford to pay for it anymore, which is completely understandable. So if people are leaving you because they're not happy with what they're getting and they're not happy with the results, then you really need to rethink what you're doing. Now, as well as being their friend, contacting them every day, all that sort of thing, you need to make their programming and their training really personalized and help them towards their goals. And this is where you want to be specialized in something. So I've got my bodybuilding. You might be really good at fighting training. You might be really good at calisthenics, getting better at that. There's all sorts of branches of fitness now. And almost be able to do a few of these, it kind of helps as well. So like I can definitely help people who aren't into bodybuilding. They just want to lose fat and gain a bit of like tone. That is bodybuilding. People just don't realize it. So a lot of people in the gym and stuff, when getting PT clients, like, oh, I don't want to get big and muscly, I don't want to become a bodybuilder. I just want to tone up and look better. They don't really realize it, but they are actually bodybuilding by doing that, and the exact same skills apply. So you just use that same knowledge on them and just phrase it differently. So have your niche with training, and with this niche, update it regularly. Keep your clients feeling like they're getting something each month that rewards the payment they're giving. So if they're paying £100 each month, what are they going to get for that? So what I do with all my clients is I'm always in contact. That's my main thing. That's one of the big reasons people stay with me, is my contact. The other thing is I constantly update their plans. I ask what needs changing, what wants changing. I'll do it sharp, I'll do it fast, I'll get stuff sorted really quickly. Punctuality with this comes with the organization as well. If someone asks something of you and you take 2 weeks to do it, they're just gonna be like, well, this service is shit. If you got an Amazon package and it took 3 weeks to arrive, you'd be fucking pissed off, right? So if someone orders a coaching package off you and wants their training plan adjusted and you take 2 weeks to adjust it for them, they're not gonna re-sign back up. So with my training plans, I literally make them a new one every single month. And when you build up a lot of clients, this can take a lot of time. So at one point I had like 15 clients. And if you're making 15 individual training programs for the entire weekly split, personally customized to each person, that's a shitload of time you have to spend on that. And so I found a way to optimize it. And with this, you just have to sort of use your brain, find your own way. So what I decided to do was 1 week, I was like, this is taking me way too long to do. How can I speed this up? So I spent an entire week making out about 50 different training programs, and I'm continually adding to this, each targeting a different part of the body or a different goal in mind. So I've got ones for shoulders. I've got like 6 different workouts for shoulders, 10 different workouts for chest, 10 different ones for back, all different lengths of time, all targeting different parts of the muscle, all with different goals. Some are fitness-based, muscular endurance-based, some are strength-based, some are a bit of both, like power building. I've got a huge mix in there. And so that means when this person gives me what they want out of their training from now on, rather than having to manually think about it and type out all this stuff, I can be like, right, I've got all of these. They want to do chest twice a week and they want to develop it a lot. Okay, we're going to put in 2 chest days, 1 upper chest, 1 medium chest. Rather than to type out the whole program, I copy and paste those programs I've already made in and thought through. Boom, they're in there. It takes me, a couple minutes then. So it makes it turning a program that could take 2 hours to write, maybe even 3 hours to write if you're really thinking about it, into a 10-minute job. And you want to be time efficient to actually expand your business and grow later on. Because otherwise you're going to be limited in what you can do by your time. So that's one little trick for me. But overall, I think I've covered the basics of how I got started. And to begin with, don't expect to get money at all. Do it for free. That's rule number 1. Build up your reputation. That is the most important thing you need to be able to turn this into a business. You need to actually enjoy talking to people and actually have a real want to help people progress. You've got to remember that you're selling a product, so you've got to first create that product that you're going to sell, bring it all together. At the start, mine was bare bones, and over time I've gradually added more and more and more to it so that people are more likely to purchase it. And you always need to keep learning. You need to keep learning new things, new skills, new ways to train, new products that you can suggest to people. You want to expand your knowledge, because at the end of the day, people are also paying for what you know. They're paying for your expertise in a field. If you're a coach and you don't know shit, then you're going to lose your customers, because they're very going to quickly see through the fact that you don't know what you're doing. So to anyone who wants to start online coaching, you can always message me and I'll give you a few tips to start out. I hope this video helps and shows some light on what it actually takes to get into coaching, not just bodybuilding, but any sort of fitness-based sport. I hope you enjoyed. There's going to be loads more videos coming out this year. I'm changing my style a lot. We're going to do lots of fun stuff and also lots of stuff that hopefully helps you guys out like I've always done. But for now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop me a message if you're interested in anything I said, and I will catch you next time.